Hey guys, I promised you to be here live from 9:30 to 10 a.m. So I'm here. We actually have time. I'm just a little bit late, but I just made you a new video on why you can't remember stuff, and I can talk to you about what is it for me and how it worked for me and what I did, because it was a long road to recover for me, and I'm still not remembering most of it. Hey, XX1997, if you write, where are you from, what your name is. We're talking this morning about, I just made a new video. So last night when I went live, we talked about why is it that we can't remember? Like, why is it that we can't remember our childhood, or why is it that we can't remember the important things from our childhood? And of course, there's many different reasons. I'm only talking here as a childhood abuse survivor, not, as an expert on brain chemistry or memory or anything like that. But most of the time, what you don't remember, you have blocked out, so you can pretty much survive as a child. And usually it's been so disturbing that if you do remember it, or if you did remember it when you were a kid, you would not be able to function, like, wake up in the morning, brush your teeth. Hey, love. Hey, everybody who's joining, if you tell us all where you're from, what your name is, what brought you here, or what questions you have. I'm here on time, as I promised, right? 9:30 a.m., well, a little late, till 10 a.m. So we have about 20 minutes to be together. I'll be joining live later again tonight, from 9 p.m. till 10 p.m. Pacific time. Rana Complexy says, I'm making baklava. What is your favorite dessert? Oh my God, you're making baklava. I love baklava. So I grew up with cookies in Russia. My grandmother would make these cookies. They're like butter cookies, and I can't buy them here. I no longer eat bread or cookies or anything like that. So I don't eat cookies anymore. But she would make these butter cookies. The closest ones in taste are Chessmen. Chessmen by Pepperidge Farm. They're like really buttery. But my all-time favorite dessert is ice cream. Oh my God, I love ice cream. So my boyfriend gave me an ice cream maker for a present for my birthday. I just turned 45 last week, and that video is going crazy here. It's up to 500,000 views. Oh my God. And I'm making my own ice cream. I'm a carnivore, meaning, if you heard about people eating keto and paleo, there's carnivore, which is kind of like paleo, but you just eat pretty much meat and animal meat, animal organs. And then some of so I make my own ice cream from wild berries. I buy them from Europe, and with goat milk and goat fat, because I only eat A2 milk, or some of it. Mason Moore says, how can I convince my mom to get me therapy? So here's the thing. Please stop trying to change your parents. They are set in certain ways, and usually it only leads to conflict, because there's this confrontational thing. You can't really convince someone, okay? You can try showing them how you feel about it. The best way I found is to write a story. So you can write a story about your pain, how you feel, but make it, am I a therapist? No, I'm not. I'm just childhood sexual abuse survivor. I was pretty badly fucked up. I was in a really dark place. I was depressed. I was suicidal. I was sick. My body was very sick about 10 years ago. And nothing could help me. I was on all kinds of pills. I was diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, PTSD, insomnia. And I had pills for all of those. I had pills for side effects. It was really not a good life. So I found a way out of it, and I healed myself completely. I'm off pills. I'm sleeping like a baby. It's kind of like miraculous. And so now I'm here to share it with you that you can do it. You don't need pills. You don't need therapy. You don't need anything. I'll tell you how to do it. Any books in general you recommend? Yeah, I love you right back, Snow Plum. I love you. If you tell us where you're from, what your name is, so I can, see who we're talking with. I would say, and I always recommend that book. I have no association with the author. I just love what he wrote. It's called The Body Keeps the Score. If you begin with that one, Lilo Near, how can I heal from my trauma? Writing out a fictional story. What happened to you is what helped me. Why? Oh, from Qatar. Wow, hello. So the reason why it has to be fictional, so you basically write what happened to you. If you don't remember, it's okay. You free associate and you imagine, but you change your name, okay? Change your appearance a little bit, and then the person who hurt you, change their name, their appearance. Why? Because fiction gives you distance. When you don't remember your trauma, usually it's because it's been so disturbing that your brain blocked it out. So when you write it in a fictional story, it gives you this distance to begin to process it. You get that? That is why I healed. I can't show you my books anymore, but a bunch of you bought my books yesterday, so I have like boxes. My books are boxed up, but I just published my 10th book. And it's literally, that's what healed me, was to be able to talk about my story, but talk about it in the fictional sense, because most of my memory is blocked out. I just made you guys a video, go watch it, just like posted it 5 minutes ago, is why do you not remember most of your childhood, how to cope? I don't remember most of my childhood. I don't remember most of my abuse. It's just that my body remembers it. Like, I would go into lockdown. I had panic attacks. It was terrible because the body never lies. The body remembers, even though brain tries really, really hard to make you block it. So that is why imagining it in fiction is what healed me, because I probably will never exactly remember, from beginning, middle, and end what happened. Big Brain Kim says, I've been having suicidal thoughts over breaking away from my parents. How to cope with loneliness. First of all, you're not alone anymore. Please, everybody, write to Big Brain Kim. Make sure to tag, say you are not alone. We're all in here together. Just you being here is you beginning to cope, okay? Come back. You're not alone. Come back when I'm live. Come back and watch the videos. But most of all, I would say, this is where all pain stems from, you guys, is we need to tell our stories. It really isn't helping when you're holding it in. You're suffering, your body's suffering, your mind is suffering, your mental health is suffering, and you go down into the spiral of depression. I know, because I've been there, and I was suicidal for 2 years. It was not pretty. It was awful. So, baby steps. You begin sharing. First, you begin sharing your darkness. And I know it sounds awful, but man, there's so many of us who will relate. You can write what it's like to feel lonely. So please, Big Brain Kim, write me a story. Seriously, go send me a direct message here, or you can go follow me on Instagram, send me a direct message in there, write me a story. Just write, what does it feel like to feel lonely? And then as you get more courage, you can write it into a fictional story and you can share it with people. And that is how slowly you can get rid of it. That is how I got rid of it. And the fact that you cannot remember, Big Brain Kim says, thank you so much for informative videos. I really do hope that it helps you guys. So the cadence or the rhythm that we're having here is every morning around 8:30 or 9, I post a new video here that we discussed the night before. So every night I go live from about 9 to 10 p.m. Pacific time, and I ask you, we have a conversation just kind of like now, and you ask me questions, and whatever bubbles up, whatever everybody kind of votes on, that's what I make the video on the next morning, and then I go live, like right now, we discuss it. So last night when I went live, we all talked mostly about not remembering. It's like, okay, here's how you nurture your inner child. And a lot of you said, well, how do I nurture my inner child if I don't even remember her? Like, I don't even remember what my inner child is like. And so we started talking about not remembering, and that's why I made the video this morning. So if you have any questions, come to me live or ask me in Q&A or send me a message on Instagram. Or come tonight when I'm gonna go live and ask, and then I'll make you a video. I know one of you asked me to make videos on the series, kind of like series of videos of the stuff that I've been through and how I coped with it. I can give you that as well. Oh, hey Luli, it's good to meet. Hey, I'll remember one day that you, Luli. Eat my booty hole. I really like Eat My Booty Hole 00. You guys, some of your names are so fucking amazing. They're very creative, your TikTok names. Luli, am I saying it correctly? Luli? I hope I am. In my book, Rosehead, the main character is Lilith. So I like names that have double L's in them. I love it. Rahwa081 says, please repeat how to know and work with our inner child. So you can go and watch my videos where I talk about it. Most of the time, what I would say, the beginning of it is to begin talking to your inner child. And I know it sounds weird. Great, thank you, Luli. I know it, thank you. I hope I'm a healer and you are my inspiration, Frenchie baby. You guys being here is what inspires me to keep going. Hold on, fuck. You just witnessed me forgetting what I said 5 minutes ago. This happens to me all the time. Hang on. Oh, please repeat how to know work. Okay. So every day for 20 minutes, turn off your phone, turn off your computer. If you have to, go outside, turn off the noise. Like if there's people or noisy in your household. And then for those 20 minutes, sit down, close your eyes, and imagine yourself as a child. Grab on the first image that comes, meaning, are you 3? Are you 5? Are you 9? Are you 13? Like, what is the age? And then talk to you as a child. Use the name and say, like I would say, hi, Ksenia. And I would wait for her to talk back to me. This is not weird, not woo-woo. It's not like crazy, okay? This is really healing work because that inner child is in you. There's multiple of them in you. Every time you were hurt, you got stuck at that age, and that child is in you. So you might have 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. I don't know, depending on how many times shit happened to you, okay? And then you ask, hey, how you feel? And then let that child vent. If they yell at you, that's great. If they're angry, that's great. Please let them vent the emotion for 20 minutes. Then your timer goes off. You're done. Then you repeat it the next day. That's the first step. Weed Princess 699. Hello. I love your accent. Where are you from? I'm from Russia originally, from Moscow. What's your name too? I hope this helps, Rava. The next step after this is to write it into a story. Hello, amazing Joed. Write it into a story where you really let your inner child talk back to you. So you write it like 2 characters, okay? You're the hero and your little inner child is the hero. Actually, hang on, you guys. I'll show you my book. So, hang on. Okay, so this is for someone who bought my book yesterday. But I wrote in this book, I just published it. In this book, I split myself into 2. Like the main character, Alessia is her name, is me. And then there's a character of a little Alessia, the little girl. Like literally there are 2 characters in there of the inner child. So I did write a whole book about it. I mean, it's a novel. And I'm writing right now my next novel. It's a thriller. It's about a serial killer. And the main character is male. So I'm switching genders. And he also talks to his inner child, who is an 8-year-old boy. That one is not published yet, and I'm not done. Probably end of year is when I'm going to be done. So if you want to read the fictional example, then you can take a look at that. But you don't have to. You can just do. How much is the price? So if you want to buy it from me, all the money goes to me. This one is $25. It's on my site, kseniaansky.com. You can buy it cheaper, but because you buy it, I sign it to you. Like I sign it and, maybe you can sell it for big bucks on eBay later. If you want to buy it cheaper on Amazon, I think it's $15. If you have no money, this is my first book that I don't have for free. Sorry, my readers told me that I'm crazy giving away my books for free. But all my other books on my website, if you scroll down, you can download a free ebook. So if you don't have money, download for free. Just sometime in the future, when you have money, please support another creator because it goes around, right? Like karma. ZD1 says, I left my job because of toxic people. I felt that my mental health is not okay. No one understands. You know what? Fucking yes, good for you. I'm so glad you're out of there because the job, this is like you're spending your life with people you don't like. What kind of life is that? So kudos to you. Good job. And frankly, you will save money even though you're not making money while you don't have a job on your medical health. Like you won't be as sick. So that's a good thing. Rahwa says, just start work, but definitely I will buy from you. Oh, thank you. This is terrific because right now hey Sunny Squib. I'm good. I actually slept. Samara says, you're incredibly brave. I love what you do on TikTok. You're changing lives. I really hope so, guys, because when I was in the middle of it, I was alone and it sucked. It sucked ass. My whole family turned away from me because I, confronted my father. He admitted to sexually abusing me, and then he hung up the phone, and that's been over 10 years ago, and my whole family turned away from me. They told me that I'm lying, I'm imagining this conversation, I never talked to him. I mean, I was so sick that I really had nothing left to lose. So I just went public online because I was like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna talk about it. So that's why I'm talking about it, because there was nothing else for me to lose. Eat my booty, Luli, right? Ha, I remember. I left my school and dropped out because of the competition and toxicity I've never gotten over. First of all, that's an awesome step that you dropped out. Good for you. And second of all, write a story about it, please. A good book to read about is Battle Royale. It's very violent. It's a Japanese story about school kids killing each other, but I really recommend it to you, Luli. Luli says, people telling me I wasn't good enough. Yeah, you know what? Fuck those people. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. If somebody's telling you you're not good enough, guess what? They're projecting their own shit onto you. That means this is how they felt, and you stirred up an emotion in them because, frankly, most of those people don't know you, right? It's a different thing if a parent tells you that you're not good enough, they know you better, versus somebody in school. However, when parent says that hurts more because, you listen to your parents, right? Most of the time, though, they're not aware of your life. When you're a kid, sure, but as you become a teenager, they really don't understand you. I know I have two kids. I tried to be a better mom to them than my mom was to me. It's Clarisse says, I have a very similar story to yours, except it was my stepdad who abused me. You know what? That's typical. My dad abused me because he wasn't there in my life, so we never bonded. So it was easier for him to have emotional distance from me, even though I'm his daughter. And I learned that from reading police books and studying all this shit about abusers. Like, how the fuck would a father abuse a daughter like that? So I bet you because he was a stepdad, he had this more kind of an inclination to hurt you. Luli says, I want to tell my therapist everything, but I'm scared to go to court and deal with legal stuff. Holy shit. This is why writing works. Luli, please write your story. And in your story, go nuts. If you want to kill someone in there, do it. Nobody can sue you. Nobody can take you to court. You're protected because you're writing fiction. This is what healed me, okay? This is what healed me because my family doesn't want to hear my story. They wouldn't want to talk to me. They hang up like they're not interested. They blocked me out from their lives. Well, fuck them. I still talk about my story. I don't remember most of the facts. I can't tell them, on this day and this night, my father walked into my bedroom and did this to me. Like, I don't have those memories. I have these sensations in my body, the cover of the bed that I remember, the light on the door, the sensation of pain, but not the actual event. And that's typical. For the longest time, I didn't understand that I was typical. This is what healed me because it gave me the beginning and the middle and an end as a story, okay? And it didn't make me think that I was crazy because I imagined it. Hang on, let me scroll up. It's Clarisse says, I have a tendency to go for men who are also abusive because of that. Yep, been there, done that, girl. Been married twice, divorced twice, so I can talk about it. Dirty Dan 999 says, what are your thoughts on celibacy? You know what? I hated sex because I was sexually abused and I fucking hated it. I was like a piece of wood in the bedroom, and for the guys it was just like, okay, just don't touch me, or if you touch me, I feel nothing, kind of like go away. I'm enjoying sex right now immensely with my new boyfriend. Oh my God, we've been together for 10 years. He's also a sexual abuse survivor, so we get each other. I love sex, and personally, I think it is very healthy for your body. So I don't think celibacy is a cool thing, but hey, your personal decision. If your body rebels against it, then do it, okay? Listen to your body. Your body knows better. Turn off the noggin. Stop thinking. So if you feel like just completely going without it, please do it. Mason Moore says, what do you do when your stepdad is overstepping your boundaries? So I did a video on boundaries. Basically, what helped me was voicing it out loud. And I know it's very scary. So you say it out loud. You say, it is my personal boundary. Do not touch me. But I know that is nearly impossible. I mean, for me, for the first time when I spoke back to my dad was when I was in my 30s. I was 33 or 34. I came back to Russia because my sister was getting married. And because I was away from him for 3 or 4 years and I changed, I was in a different country, all of a sudden when he started getting verbally abusive, I spoke back at him and I raised my voice. I have never done it before. So if you're right now in that situation where you want to speak back to your dad and you can't, don't feel bad. It takes guts and it takes a lot of courage to break the pattern. If you can, walk away. And then if you're able to, at least begin writing a story. Like, what is it that you would have told your dad? So you can write a letter to your dad and vent all of these emotions, how much you hate your dad overstepping your boundaries, okay? As you read it out loud, that might give you the courage to actually speak up. That is what I did. And I'm still learning it. And I'm in my 40s now, right? And I'm still learning. Oh, fuck, you guys. We have like 2 minutes left. But don't despair. I'm going to come back live again tonight after my ballet class. I do my ballet class from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. So from about 9 to 10, 10 is when I'm going to bed and I'm going to be completely wiped. But for about an hour, maybe a little less, I'll be here to talk to you what kind of video you want me to make tomorrow. Clarice says, I love your accent. It's so beautiful. I hope. I don't know. I mean, it's I can talk Russian accent to you, like bad Russian accent. Do you want me to? I can. Abdul Ham Saudi says, when do you go live? Alive. That's funny. I like it. When do I go live? Every morning I try to be here from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Pacific time, just like right now. And I have to stop it because my company meeting is coming up. Yes, and then every night I try to be here from 9 to 10 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, I can do Russian, bad Russian accent. I can talk like a Russian woman you meet, you know, the woman who doesn't know any English. She just learned Russian English, so I can talk like that too. I gotta run, you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining. Ask me questions. Come to live session tonight so you can tell me what kind of video I can make for you tomorrow. Please take care of your inner child. Take care of yourself. Don't let anybody fuck with you, okay? Tschüss. Bye. Bye, Luli. Bye, Clarice, everybody. See you tonight.